at the confluence of the Three Rivers is Acrisure Stadium. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Pitt Panthers have a unique setup, sharing a field with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I can tell you, the convergence of Three Rivers, it's one of the most scenic, beautiful stadiums in college football. Acrisure hosts 68,000 strong. The Pitt Panthers looking to have a great season and make that home field a true advantage again this year. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Seminoles offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. There's the dangerous Deuce Robinson. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field. Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Noles will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Pittsburgh's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Blasted as he lets it go. It's complete to the right. Hits the crease. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
To the air, it's Daniels. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Finds his man down the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And FSU is going to be so much fun to watch. And offensively, man, it's all about can they get really good quarterback play and can they feature Deuce Robinson outside. Mike Norvell takes over play calling duty. Can they get the 1-2 punch? Can they get the QB playing at a high level? Can they get it all working again? There's a lot of pressure on Mike Norvell, Palmer. He's got to produce, and this offense has to play well.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure on Ashton Daniels, too, coming over from Auburn at the quarterback spot. But he should know who to throw the football to. And that's Deuce Robinson outside. This is a matchup problem with his size and his speed. Even when he's double covered, he's open. It'd be a good idea early this season to try and throw one of the best receivers in all of college football, The Rock.
And the Seminoles are flying down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Right down the middle. Finds his man. It's Lopez. What a throw! Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Right back to the well. Makes a man miss. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. Running inside, it's Turner. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Turner.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. And tackled there by the defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They want to run it left here. He's out past the 35. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Got his man on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver. They're working on the crossing route. And a big thing for the quarterback there, you've got to be able to give your receiver time to work through all the traffic, get by the linebackers in the middle of the field, and work all the way over to the other side. The offensive line has to give the quarterback time, and the QB's got to be patient, but it all worked out perfectly, and they're able to get a big play.
With the catch, it's Turner. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Believe it or not, because of that check down throw, I think the play caller is going to be more aggressive as the game goes on because he knows his guy is going to make the right decisions when shot plays that are called aren't open deep down the field. It wasn't that last time. He did the right thing. Expect them to take more shots, knowing this quarterback right now is really making good reads.
He's got him.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going with the counter play here. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. The play action fake. Looking for a big gain. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The pick six, he takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Robinson. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Going for it all. Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out.
Number 64, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
3rd and 6 yards to go. To the air, it's Daniels. Under fire. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, That's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hauls it in with one hand. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
We love to talk about receivers having a catch radius. When you make catches like that, one-handed, man, oh man, your quarterback is going to be coming back throwing your way a lot more often.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Number 64, set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They'll run the option. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes the grab. It's Kent. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? They're working that left side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like that back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Pulls it on the option. Here's a little room there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback, reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another 1st down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Quick shovel pass. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Rides the option, he keeps it. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Quick release by the QB. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Seminoles are facing 3rd and inches. Keeps it himself. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The give to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Pulls and fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't thrown to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 64, set to kick it away.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's right. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Kent. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Oh, they're after him. On target over the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rate, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
That's reeled in. It's Riles. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Number 64, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
He'll keep it on 2nd down. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the 1st down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. Let's just take a moment to process what we're seeing. 2 quarterbacks, both dropping dimes left and right, both on pace to have career days. I can't wait to see what they have in store here in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
And the Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Kent. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Kent. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Hicks. And just a short, safe pass play.